Hi partners, present Diego Gabriel. Train for imaging voice, train for imaging voice. Train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound. Filosofai, train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound. Filosofai, train for imaging sound. Reflection missionary and reflection social Christian forward. Doctrine Christian universal. Train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound. Reflection social and doctrine Christian, missionário universal forward. Train for imaging soul. I am Diego Gabriel. I am one philosopher. And I am one copywriter. I am one professional on marketing digital of vision social and vision for education. My dreams in my era of children was being militar, being police, being soldier, being cop. My religion in my era of children was religion Catholic, the religion of Brazil. My genetic is Italian and Portuguese. Train for imaging song, reflect social and message missionary of doctrine Christian for one word and destruction and one word and grand problems. Train for making sound, train for making sound, train for making sound. Philosophy. In store partners, my English is perfect. I have diabetes. Train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound. 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 Train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound. Filosofai. Forward better, more justiça social. Train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound. Reflection, filosofai, and reflection social question for one word. One lifestyle of one lifestyle science and one lifestyle of faiths and good actions. The first of love and the first of faith for exercise of good actions. Train for imaging sound. Filosofai. Train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound. Filosofai. Train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound. Filosofai. Train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound. Filosofai. Train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound. Filosofai. Train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound. Filosofai. Train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound. Filosofai. Train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound. Filosofai. The politic is exempted on war and others mails. The art on war and return for marketing. Train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound. Philosophy and doctrine Christian universal forward. Message missionary Christian forward. One word on grants problems socials and one word of grants problems spirituals. Train for imaging sound. I am Diego Gabriel. I am one citizen on religion Christian. I like of philosophy, journalism, and I like of rock and roll. Train for imaging sound. Philosophy. Train for imaging sound. 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 Philosophy. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. Philosophy. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. Philosophy. Train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound. Philosophy. Philosophy, train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound. Philosophy, train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound. Philosophy, train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound. Philosophy. I am J. Gabriel. I am one philosopher and I am one professional on marketing digital of vision social and vision for education. Philosophy, doctrine Christian, universal and reflection social. Train for imaging sound. 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 The exercise on faith for good actions. Train for imaging sound. 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 Come on, partners, let's go. Advances for one new vision on earth. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. Philosophy. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. Philosophy. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. Philosophy. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. Philosophy. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. Philosophy. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. Philosophy. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. Philosophy. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. Philosophy. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. Philosophy. For one life science. For one life on love and life of fight. The exercise of fight for good actions. Reflection and doctrine Christian universal forward. For one life on exercise of fight to good actions and the grand relevance. One reflection able points on doctrine Christian universal able terrible heads of hell. Able terrible heads of hell. The fire forever. The fire forever. The river of fire and apocalypse. The river on fire and apocalypse. Reflection and doctrine Christian universal. Reflection and doctrine Christian universal. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. Philosophy and doctrine Christian universal forward. Forward better, more justiça social. Forward better, more justiça social. Philosophy. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. Message missionary Christian universal forward. Message missionary Christian universal forward. Word 1. Words problems socials and problems spirituals. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. Philosophy. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. Philosophy. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. Philosophy. Train for imaging sound. 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 Philosophy. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. Philosophy. Train for imaging sound. 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 Philosophy. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. Train for imaging sound. The new era for connecting humans, the era on internet and the era of market digital. Philosophy and reflection to sell Christian forward. Traine for imaging sound, train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound, train for imaging sound.